All right, welcome back everybody. Thank you for joining me today. As you are sure to know already by the title of the video, I have another box here from Misfits Market. And once again, it is the Mischief box. It is the smaller, the $22 option that they offer up. I had selected half a dozen or so add-on items from the marketplace, and much like last week, this week I got an email telling me 2 of them would be unavailable. Now last week it was because they were not up to par for quality. This week it seems that they just didn't get enough in stock, so unfortunately I'm going to be short avocados and some cherries. I was really looking forward to those cherries too. But anyway, all that aside, I can pop open this box and see what showed up this week. It'll be a mystery for you, but not so much for me, because where I'm located here in North Florida, I'm eligible to customize my box and pick the stuff that they send to me. That'll be a little bit of a mystery to me, because even though I get to customize the box, it seems more and more often that there will be shortages of items, something will be out of stock or whatever, and they will substitute something else. So at this point, I'm kind of curious to see if I get all the things that I ordered, you know? And this week's insulation, because that seems to change all the time, this week it is the one that looks a bit like felt. It looks like the underlayment of carpet, or like a fabric, really. Sealed inside some plastic to keep from getting all gross with the moisture and the condensation that happens inside the box. So let's see what showed up. Cardboard divider. Cold pack. Still nice and cold. These are the ones we've been getting lately. It's like a gelatin inside of it that stays gelled even when it comes to room temperature. Yeah, last week when I went to get rid of it, it felt kind of weird. It was peculiar. Anyway, okay, so we'll get everything out of the box, and as we're going, I will put a thing up here on the screen. I'll put some prices. I'll show you what I paid to Misfits Market for my marketplace items, and I'll put a price of like the average price that I'm able to find to purchase the regular box items, just to give some measure of what their market value is versus what we end up paying to get the box shipped. All right. So at the marketplace, they have so many different items, and it's a huge portion of their website now. I got chips. Honcho's Organic Peach Habanero, and what we got here? Deep River Snacks Aged Cheddar Horseradish. Chips from the organic produce people. It's all good though. Those were add-on items. Let's see what else I got. Another one of these little packages. I am surprised at how efficient the little paperboard box is at keeping stuff from getting destroyed. So I don't know what this is doing in my box, because it's apricots, and I didn't order apricots, so that is usually the hallmark that one of my items wasn't available and didn't show up. But these things look like they're all right. They look like they're in good shape, and there's nothing wrong with apricots. I do quite like them. Next up, wow, look at the size of that. That is the biggest white cauliflower that I've ever seen, I think. This thing is enormous. I mean, look at the size of this thing. That's ridiculous, right? Well, I guess I don't need to ever order cauliflower again, because I'm going to have this forever. Goodness gracious. All right, what else we got here? We got some apples. These were Crips pink apples. Got a little spot on one, but other than that, look pretty darn good. So we'll set the. Man, this thing's gonna be eclipsing everything. All right. Another divider, piece of paper. That's typical. Zucchini. I don't know if you guys are fans of zucchini. You can do quite a bit of things with these. You can slice them down, you can peel strips off of them, you can cook them all sorts of ways, and they're not too shabby at all. celery. Grateful to have the celery show up because oftentimes this is one of those things we have a hard time getting our hands on. There is some celery. These ones I like quite a bit. The Atulfo mangoes. These are just the sweetest, man. These things, they show up and God, I can't help myself. They're so good. Juicy, sweet, they're fantastic, you know? Bob's Red Mill Organic Extra Thick Rolled Oats. This was the next add-on item that I got in here. Kind of curious about their rolled oats. Looking for some healthier breakfast options. You have a favorite way to make oats? What's a good way to? What should you add to it? What makes it taste even better? Gonna find out. Another add-on item I had: pineapple. Look at that. That is super green. It's going to take a little time to ripen up, I think. But pineapple, so good. I got one of those twisty in the top things to core it out, and then the thing that's left over, you fill it with rum, right? Like it turns into a delicious cup, really. But yeah, I like pineapple. And we're in the South. We're in a tropical area. You gotta like fruit drinks and rum drinks and stuff, you know? So these are lemon cucumbers. I've never even heard of these before, never seen these before. They look all right. This one looks a little schmutzy. It's got a soft spot going on the side of it there. But other than that, I have to guess that these look good because I've never seen them, I've never had them, so I don't even know. But they were in the inventory things I could pick, so that's the new thing. This is great stuff about like a service like this. You get presented options that you wouldn't normally find in your supermarket and that you might not even know existed. It's a great way to try new things. What else have I got? Got some red potatoes. You know, potatoes are one of those things that you just can't judge from the outside looking at, like a giant gash down the side of it, but whatever. You just cut that stuff off and eat the rest of the potato. That's going to be tasty. Pair nicely as a side on a fancy dinner or something. That's going to be delicious. What do I got here? This grapefruit. Yeah. Grapefruit. This one looks more like a grapefruit. The one I got last week looked a lot like a really small orange. But this has more of the traditional color of a grapefruit that you have come to expect from your produce, right? That's how citrus is supposed to be. Let's see. Next up, butternut squash. You know, we get these all the time. And this one looks pretty good too. Got a little bit of scrapage there, but like it's a squash, whatever, you know. So we'll set that aside. And my last item that's coming out of here today, another thing I'd never seen or heard about before, the candy striped beets. Now you can't tell from the outside looking in, but apparently when you slice them open, they are going to have stripes inside of them like a candy cane, you know. So there's the candy striped beets. All right, so that is everything this week. Now, oddly enough, it's everything, but it's not everything I ordered. So there are two items missing. I was supposed to get some Roma tomatoes as well as some limes. Now I did get the apricot substitute that I did not order. Presumably the apricots will substitute for the tomatoes maybe. But there should have been another substitute for the limes. Anyway, I'll fire an email over to Misfits Market, let them know what's going on, and then I'll wait for them to get back to me. Usually it doesn't take too much time at all. I did have a thing, I don't know, boxes and boxes ago. It was one of the marketplace items that didn't show up. Shot an email over, and like in minutes they had just gotten back and been like, here's your refund, sorry about the problem. So I don't expect or anticipate any sort of trouble on that front. So I'll look forward to hearing back from Misfits Market and seeing what happens with that. Please get into the comments. Let me know if there's something that I got this week that you're interested in, that you think might be the first thing that you would test out cooking with. I know I'm kind of curious about those candy stripe beets myself. They can't all be winners though. A couple weeks ago I did get the artichoke. Man, it was tasty, but it was way more work than what I would care to spend on something for the amount of food that I got out of it. But yeah, get into the comments. Let me know what you're thinking about with what we got this week. While you're down there, feel free to like this video. That would be fantastic for me. If you want to see more videos like this, go ahead and subscribe. Doing this every week. And while you're down there, check out the description bar for a link to take you over to Misfits Market. And there will be a code down there also that will get you 25% off your first box. I think that's probably everything I've got this week. If you were curious about the order process, I'll put a link in the card here to take you over to one of my other videos that has at the end a section about what it was like to order the stuff, just to give you a view of what that looks like. And I guess that'll take care of everything. So thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time.